Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to start off giving all honor and glory, infinite praise and worship to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, HAQADASH. Double honors to our apostles, our elders, great millstone, rule well, teach you in sound doctrine, and strong shalom. To the hopeful elect, 144,000, and the rest of the large multitude of men, women, children, that the Lord have mercy on in these perilous times, meaning dangerous times. Right? It's your brother HAQADASH representing GMS branch here at Cleveland. Lord willing to bring out a quick and edifying lesson. All right, the Spirit gave me, I was meditating on the title, and I wanted to do this lesson earlier, just not getting around to it, just got to work. And, you know, hold up, doing a lesson. I'm live. So, Lord willing, this lesson is edifying, so like it. So, yeah, I was just looking at a couple things, man, you know, and the title gave the Spirit gave me the title. The props are more, something to the effect. The props are more visible on the stage now, or something along those lines. Can't remember exactly how I wrote it, but yeah, man, that's why I got this word prop. You know, because there's a lot of stuff taking place in the news. You know what I'm saying? It says a prop. All right. Let me see. Let's read. Let's start off with this one. It says, cause this is a stage. You know, this is a whole performance. All right. This is the Lord's movie. This is His show. You know what I'm saying? And you got extras. You got the main stars. You got the protagonist. You got the antagonist. Right. The bad guy, the good guy. You got, you know, the director, the producer, right? Everything is set up. The movies that we love, it mimics, right? It mimics somewhat the mind of YAHAWASHI because it's coming from Him. So it says prop. Number 2, object used in a play. And that's what we are. We are in a play. And what's playing? The prophecies. Okay? The prophecies are playing. Okay? Which is why the title it gave me is, you know, the props are being more visible on the stage now, right? The props is what? What would be the props in this context, right? You have, hold on one second. Right? You have, the props would be what? You have like tiny technology, right? The MOTB. You know what I'm saying? You have Jacob's Trouble. And many other things. Let's see. What else? Everything. You know? Matter of fact, this is us like you. This is Habakkuk 2:1, right? I will stand upon my watch, right? Which we're watching. We're on a watchtower in the midst of Jerusalem, which is the people. And we're telling the people with the things that we see. All right. And there's danger coming. Okay. We're telling you, we're warning you of the things to come. And set me upon the tower and will watch to see what He will say unto me and what I shall answer when I am reproved. And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, being these scriptures, that he may run that readeth it. Okay, this information that's passed on, he can take it and expound on it. He can take it, break it down in its simplest form. He can take it, elaborate, and he can take it. Get out, I'm doing a lesson. He can take it, elaborate, expand, be fruitful, and multiply. He can take it and apply it, okay, and continue to produce. All right, you know, because this is living water. All right, because why? It was plain, it was simple, and it was able to relate to all brothers. Okay, whatever mind, all right, high or low the brother has, or sister. It says, and make it plain upon tables that he may run that readeth it. For the vision is yet, right? The vision, the prophecy, all right, is yet for an appointed time. All right, the things that was for a time, written in these scriptures was written for our learning, so that what through patience of the scriptures might have hope. Hope of what? Being saved up out of what's coming. Romans 15:4. The vision is yet for an appointed time. We are currently living in this appointed time, right? But at the end it shall speak, right? And this speaking and what is not lying, right? We can flowing through the spirit. You see what the spirit give us. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. You see what I'm saying? So there you have it, man. The vision is speaking. The vision is speaking. All right. You have a lot of things going on in the news. I saw a video earlier. All right. Let me try to find it. Let me see. Hold up. I was watching a video earlier. This video about arrows of indignation. And Elder Yashawamba did a lesson on it too. I just caught some of his, just a little bit. Just, you know what I'm saying, to see his point of view. And I didn't get to watch all of it because I wanted to get this lesson through while the spirit was hot. And he went from the avenue of vocab, you know, how I remember this. You know what I'm saying? I've been in the truth same amount of time he mentioned in his lesson. And I remember vocab popping up on the scene and him doing that, linking, you know what I'm saying, what is it, us, he's trying to link us, you know what I'm saying, with, you know, I'm trying to be careful with my words. He's trying to link us with that black stone world, if you will. Okay, he's trying to link us with that black stone because, you know, the stage is set. The stage was set. The stage was set. Meaning what? If the stage is set, the props were set. You know what I'm saying? The stage is set. And when the stage is set, when you watch a play, it usually has props, okay? It has a lot of things on it. And the props are used for the play, okay? To support or prevent from falling. Support or sustain. Where is it at? I can't remember which one it was. Right? So, anyways, it says now he's trying to link us to the black stone. Okay, now the stage was set. They, not just him, but many of these people out here like him was trying to link us to this. So that now when these type of things happening over there, eventually when they come and a straight gate is applied upon our lives, you know, they can have evidence to try to link us, which is no evidence at all. You know, they have things like AI. They can talk and do different things and make it seem like it's you, and it's not even you. It's so much witchcraft that they're about to get ready to pour out. You know, I want to play this video though, man. You know, cause just bear with me. All right, so we're back with the Fox News Alert. Right, so the props are are visible now. All right, the tiny technology is talked about almost every day now. All right, and not just from the prophets, but in the news. You see what I'm saying? In the news, not just offshoot news medias that kind of got some of the truth in terms of what's going on, but even these watered down, constructed, organized, all right, and plotted out news channels, the ones you see on your local news, like you see on the TV right now, like on the screen right now in the blue, control media, all right. This let me read this. It says Babylon cities on high alert after Hamas former leader calls for a day of jihad, says Esau. And I got a call yesterday from someone, and that was pretty much, you know, talking about they're gonna be packing, you know, heavy. They're gonna keep it on them. You know what I'm saying? Telling me to be careful and watch my back. This, that, and the third. You know. And I said, man, look, man. I said, look. He said, and the one thing he did say, he said, just like you said, just like I said, what he's talking about, he's referring to some things that I've told him that was going to take place in terms of prophecy, in terms of what through the Spirit had me tell him through what wars and different things of such over the years, and he was like, just like you said, and I was like, I'm just thinking to myself, okay, so that's evidence that, you know, what the Spirit had say come out is coming to pass. That means that what I was saying was true. So why wouldn't you still believe that the things I'm telling you now in terms of, you know what I'm saying, this ain't gonna really happen like that, you know what I'm saying, because you still got the tiny technology, you still got other prophecies come to pass, you know what I'm saying, whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop, all right, you know, it's not that big of a deal. Even if something do happen, it's just a part of the stage. It's just part of the act, the performance. And in their mind, they don't believe that, because I said, and they kept repeating themselves, and I said, yeah, I got the Lord, man. You know what I'm saying? And then they just kind of got quiet, and they was trying to rebuttal, but they were scared to, but they kind of said something. They were just like, well, just be safe, because they don't believe, for real. You know what I'm saying? So this is a part of the play. This is a part of the performance, man. Babylon is what? The red, white, and blue America. The high on alert. Let me play this because it's going to highlight some areas in which, you know, were highlighted in terms of the high alert.
U.S. cities on high alert today as a former Hamas leader declares today a global day of jihad, urging protesters to join the war against Israel. So police from Los Angeles to New York City are stepping up security as the FBI urges the public to be vigilant. Great.
There you go. Cleveland, Chicago, New York, D.C., Miami, Houston, San Antonio, Los Angeles, Portland. You know what I'm saying? And we're here in Cleveland. You know, Cleveland is always used as an example, in whether it's in TV shows. All right, they say, I'm going to Cleveland or Ohio. Or in their voting process, we're waiting on Ohio votes. Their votes matter in terms of the next stage of the presidency. Right, the states that are highlighted are not highlighted for no reason. There's no such thing as a coincidence. These things are highlighted specifically. Okay, Ohio is also used as now in Columbus, Ohio, the city of Cleveland's mayor is spearheading the CHIP program, which is only about 4 or 5 major plants in the entire U.S. One of them being in Ohio, and he's spearheading that program to produce the C-HIP manufacturer in Columbus, and he's also spearheading 15-minute cities. We have something here called a corridor, which cuts from the west side to the east side of the whole city, and on that strip, they plan on building that whole strip up, is what I've been told, you know, and I could see that happening because I could see that being a part of the 15-minute city because it cuts from east side to west side. And that means you don't have to travel to the west side. It's all one strip. You know what I'm saying? They got they got hospital, right? They got hospitals. They got the, you know, they building fancy apartments. You know what I'm saying? So these people know exactly what's going on. So these are the props. These are a part of the props on the stage, and everybody's performing. Okay, you have these crisis actors. You know what I'm saying? That's starting the fire, igniting the fire, all right, of what we've been explaining for years. Because they have to too watch the prophecies. They have to too read the scriptures, okay, and to know where they're at, so that they can make their next move through the spirit of power of YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, even on the left hand side, man. So everything is being visible now, man. The objects, what objects? Tiny, like I said, the tiny technology. Okay, the MOTB, right? So you have WW3, all right? You know, the object is the ICBM missiles. At one point in time, it was rarely talked about in the news, but now it's all the time. It's all the time, man. You're talking about nuclear war, man. They even got commercials on how to prepare. Some people actually physically prepare every month or every year in schools and different things like that in different states. It's a part of their curriculum. Like remember back in the day, them tornado drills we used to do? Go to the basement if your school had a basement. Get on your knees and fold your face into your knees and you cover your head. You know, the practicing for tornadoes. That was also, you know, but that's neither here nor there. That's what's also going on. Now you got schools in different places. You know, shit, I was at work today. Everybody in that bitch scared, man. From these threats. Right? They're on high alert because they received a threat. And this is a prelude, right? A foreshadowing. Right? A foreshadowing of what's to come. This is how you know the fall of Babylon is going to be televised. You got somebody on the other side, because this has never happened until America, where threats was coming from another country and people inside the United States had to actually try to prep and prop them, you know what I'm saying, arm themselves from a threat from the other countries, man. You know, you got people they talking about on the alert, people not to go in their house for the remainder of the day. What else? Another prop. Let me see if I can get it. Another prop would be. Bear with me. What was I on? Oh, news. This is another prop. It says terrifying gang and Halloween masks say they're going to purge local neighborhoods in disturbing video. This is not normal, man. This ain't normal. These little niggas was once children and grew up to think like this, man, and became this. This is not normal. There's no order in the earth. You know what I'm saying? The fact that they got to get together and come up with something to purge individuals for whatever reason, that's not normal. See what I'm saying? It's lawlessness being increased. Do as thou wilt, and no one can be touched type of shit, man. But that's all through the spirit and power of YAHWASHI, because the Lord is stirring the pot and he's going to pour it out without mixture, like it says in Revelations. And upon those who take the MOTB, you know what I'm saying? Upon those who worship the beast in his image and give into the system. It says, so I ain't going to read it, but yeah, so this is what happened. This is another prop that's being visibly seen. What's that prop? Uproars in the people, man. Uproars of the people. This is Matthew 24. Man, let's start at let's jump around. Let's start at 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. And that's what we see. These wars, the Ukrainian war, this you know, this whatever this war is, dealing with, you know, over there in the so-called Middle East, and many other proxy wars and smaller wars, and you're gonna have race wars. It's a lot of wars within wars. All right, but we hear talks of nuclear wars. We hear talks of, nigga, if you do this, I'm gonna do that. That's a rumor of war. Oh, it's China gonna go to war with America, and Russia is gonna go to war with America. That's a rumor of wars. But it says, see that ye be not troubled. Right, we got to go through these straits. For all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and that's what we seeing. And kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. And a lot of these earthquakes are caused by obviously the tectonic plates rubbing against each other, because the oil is being sucked from the earth, but at a high rate, at a massive rate. All right, day in and day out, being constantly oppressed and beat on, just like us. But because you have war, you have bombs being dropped and shit, you know, it's earthquakes in diverse places. All these are at the beginning of sorrows. You know what I'm saying? So what's going to come after that is what? The fulfilling of the play. All right? From what the play was mainly about. It says then, verse 9, then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted and shall kill you. And ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. This is a literal kill, and it's also within the system. Xing you out of the system. Excommunicano. I believe I said that right. Right? Killing your reputation. putting you in concentration camps, coming against you in front of on live TV. You know what I'm saying? In front of everybody, before the judge, you getting judged from a nigga that's not a judge. You know, he's gonna slander our names like he's been trying to do, Vocab Malone and all these different other people, man. You know. So today, October 13th, it's no coincidence that these different things are happening. Cause them niggas might be in on the two. I don't doubt it. The leader, it says, let me play this real quick and go back.
I love when they tell us that. As more mass protests are planned across the nation. So here we go. They said 36,000 NYPD officers get in uniform. I don't want to hear any excuses. If you have a vacation plan, you're not going. Right. Come
36,000, man.
back. We should have 39,000, but that's another story.
But I love that. I think that these are the men and women that protect us.
Ex-Hamas chief calls for global day of jihad, which I believe Elder Yashawambo said it mentions, it means, I can't remember exactly, but it's talking about basically all Blackstone individuals come together and basically, like, fight for the cause, if you will, man.
And whoever's in charge, I guess it's the commissioner that's saying this. I love that he or she is saying, who's our commissioner now? Is saying you have to come back to work.
Yeah, which is happening for good reason. When you look at these rallies and protests that occurred in Lawrence, you got a chance to see it. I mean,
yeah, and they've been protesting in Cleveland, signs and flyers everywhere. Like they said, the anti-word, all that shit, man. This is also used to actually issue in the famine of the word. That's another prop, you know what I'm saying, a part of the play that's being visible now. Because you got some props that are hidden, right? You might have, like, for example, you might have a chair and some other items when you watch a play, like a real play, and different props are used for different scenes. And you might have chairs, you might have whatever. And some props are hidden backstage. Some props are hidden under the bed or whatever the scene is. Some props are hidden and then it might be brought to the forefront. Well, that's what's going on in this movie, this play. You got these different props being these different prophecies, these different things regarding prophecy is now coming to pass, meaning what? It's coming to the forefront and is being made visible by the plain eye, by the plain eye. Okay. Some things the carnal man can see, because they're being made visible,
I've covered a lot of rallies, a lot of protests. I was all out of the street in the summer of love 2020. This is the worst I've ever seen. And it is the chance. We have gone from...
Said it's the worst he's ever seen, man. This ain't nothing light, man. They're using the agenda of seizing, right? Taking hold of someone, right? You know what I mean by that? The GRAPE, right? And beheadings and different stuff like that. Like the Elder Yashawambo said, playing on the people's emotions, triggering the best thing to be able to control someone is you trigger their emotions. Whether how you do it is neither here nor there, but you trigger their emotions. You're trying to get them to do this. You tap into their emotions. You hit something on the head what they can relate to and they follow you. You know what I'm saying? So forth. These people are playing on the people's emotions, man. And like the one reporter said, these people don't got masks on because of the slanslamic, but they got masks on to hide their identity. See? They're hiding their identity. All right, meaning what? That these people, they were triggered by emotions. See? To the point that they're not willing to necessarily mess up their livelihoods, a majority of them. All right, but they're willing to, like, because they show their face or whatever, but they're willing to, just in case they're on screen like this, but they are willing to go out there by any means. You see what I'm saying? Just like if you watch these YouTube videos, a nigga talking about exposed, like he was a mafia, he was an undercover cop, whatever he was, he'll have like a mask on, he's sitting in a chair, a dark room with the light just on him, a nigga interviewing him. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And he had a distorted voice, or it's either deep or distorted. And he be making the points of, yeah, I did this and this happened. And I was talking about she or he was something involved with, being shipped around the world, right? As a, you know what I'm saying? Moving in traffic. So They hide their identity, but they were so triggered by the emotions, okay, that it didn't matter. You know? It didn't matter. And this is how you know, okay, that people also too, shit, you like even more so the people that don't hide that identity. That's how you know more so, like do it on the screen right there. That's how you know more so that this thing is about to really kick off into second, third, fourth, fifth gear, seventh gear, right? Or wherever it's at, man. It's just showing you different protests around the cities in the US. You know, you got people out there that's not even Palestinian. That's in works with this, man. This was all a part of that the play, because what prop was used before this? The prop that was used before this was BLM, Black Lives Matter, and George Floyd and all that shit, man. That was used before this, and this was hidden behind that prop. Okay, so the scene switch, and now these props are being to the forefront, man. You see? Because they had all races and nationalities and all type of people fighting for BLM. All right, which was a prelude to something like this. You got niggas out there who is not even Palestinian fighting the good fight, because this nigga E is painting the narrative, and these niggas is falling for it, man. Like majority of the world is going to.
No justice, no peace to open jihad. This is some of the comments we found yesterday.
Where'd you go?
You went to Hunter College.
Hunter College. Why are you here today?
Free Palestine. I stand with the Palestinian people unequivocally. I support decolonization and liberation of Palestinian people.
Right. The Palestinian people, meaning that's not their people.
And the end of a mass genocide in the Gaza Strip.
Talking about the genocide of the kids being beheaded.
That's false. That is actually false.
When you see the kids that have been beheaded and the women that are raped, how do you feel about that?
I don't know where to start from that.
Israel is notorious for creating propaganda that sides their one-sided massacre against Palestinians. That was already proven. That didn't really happen. That was not verified.
Women did not get raped.
No, I've not seen any proof of that. If it did happen, I haven't seen it.
Like they get attacked for no reason.
The children got attacked for no reason. The kids that were beheaded.
Beheaded? Yeah, apparently. Like that's what
They were Jewish kids.
Wait, Jewish kids?
The U.S. military money that goes there, $4 billion a year, should stop going to Israel to support their war crimes.
So there's two things that happened there. You had the kids that were there, that were indoctrinated, that were clueless to what was going on there, and then you had the other kids that were there that had.
Right, I forgot. I didn't realize he even said that. So he's saying what I just said, right?
They looked like jihadists. They looked like straight up jihadists because they didn't want their identity to be shown there, and they were openly spewing rhetoric that Hamas is saying. Pete. And I had this conversation with you off air. The question is, are these people a risk to America now that are spewing this type of nonsense?
Right. So the word, like Elder Joshua Wimber was going into, jihad, basically, like I said earlier, is rallying these people up to fight like what's going on over there. Imagine if niggas in your city, right? I ain't gonna lie. I was working late last night, laying some floor, all right, at a client house, and yo, I heard a bomb go off. I ain't gonna lie. It was a loud explosion. Man, not no bomb. It was something. Wasn't no fucking firecrackers, I'm gonna tell you that. Or no gun. Something went off. I'm like, damn. You know? It definitely was different. I'm gonna tell you that. You know, and that's to show you that, you know, we're past the stage being set. We're in motion. The play is being watched. And not only that, you have different scenes and props. We're past the first scene. We're past all these different scenes. We're close to the end. We're close to the credits.
I think if you're looking at what cities are doing across America today, clearly our authorities think they are. By the way, the word jihad, look at the size of that crowd.
That's at Columbia, different school.
Hunter,
University.
NYU. Yep. But this is the way our foreign policy departments, history departments, and others in universities are aligned. They're aligned against America, against Israel, anti-Zionist, anti-Jewish, pro-Palestinian, pro-Arab, pro-decolonization, which means basically code for getting rid of anything Judeo-Christian, anything of Western civilization. And they'll say that, well, jihad can mean anything. There's violent jihad, and then there's inner resistance, or jihad.
Yeah, because what he said was, he said, getting rid of anything Judeo-Christian, right? Something along those lines, which again is how they're going to try to link it to us, because I'm not going to say for the sake of video, but you know what we stand on. That's what the scriptures is against that. The scriptures, the Bible is against this Western thinking. You know, it suppresses you. If it had life in it, if the way Esau think was righteous and had life, it never will oppress us, man. It never will oppress us because it will help us grow. But the fact that it kills us, his mindset, when you follow in the Edomite's mind, what you see the state of the world, this is the result of following the Edomite's way of thinking. You have suicides, you have murders, you have raping, right? You have all type of manners. You're stealing different all manners of wickedness because the people think like an Edomite. You see? So they're going to try to link this to us, right? And many more to come, man. Because we've seen different events within the country, right? Talking about he was a BHI, if y'all know what that means. You know? He was one of them. Shit, you just had dude, what's his name, man? The bald head, black, dark skinned dude, man. Talking about the black Israelites, something. I forgot what I got it on here. Let me see. Hold up. It's gone, so it's all good. It's through the spirit. But anyways, man, yeah, so I didn't want to make this too long. You know what I'm saying? I just want to make a few points. You know what I'm saying? Let me play this one more time. Let's see. All right, let me see. I ain't know I was going for 30 minutes already. Hold up.
Culture, it might even be a breakfast cereal with whatever you want it to be.
You know what I noticed about the people that you talked to? You had that one lady with the mask who is a denier. She doesn't believe that anything that we've been reporting on is happening. These women that are crying, saying, my child was taken from the music festival and we can't find her. The dad who says that, she just believes they're standing in front of the camera and they're actors and they're getting paid to say this. And then you have the guy who you were saying, what about the women, or what about the babies that were beheaded? And it sounded like he didn't know about
He was so
that.
confused.
So he's there protesting but doesn't know the information.
Lightly educated, they didn't do any research. I would love to see you show up with pictures. Hey, I just want to take a look at my phone. Is this fictitious? These actors? We've seen on other campuses, though, Palestinian activists ripping those posters off the wall and saying it's not true. Right. I mean, it's an alternate universe.
I just want to clarify, when you see the people with the mask, the N95 mask, they're not wearing the mask for COVID. They were passing these out at the event to conceal people's identity. Because there's been some companies now saying, you know what, if we find out that you're a part of this hateful rhetoric, we're not going to hire you. So there's an effort to cover their faces, both with other masks that are N95 obviously there, and also the scarves that they're using to cover themselves. We also talked with, I'm sorry, go ahead. No. We also talked with some of the Jewish students there on campus. This is what one had to say.
People are definitely scared, and for honestly, you could say it's for good reason when your classmates are calling for you to be killed and supporting the raping of women and the capture of Holocaust survivors and the beheading of children and of people.
So Pete, that was when they, the police gave them the flag back because one of the Hamas protesters took the flag away, assaulted one of the girls, and they had to arrest them.
Because under the doctrine of Hamas, killing a Jew leads to glory. And so these groups are ultimately protesting for mass genocide. If they got what they wanted, it would be mass genocide of Jews.
Their God teaches them to do this?
Well, their interpretation of the Quran and the Hadith inside Islam justifies violence against infidels, which includes any Jew, any Christian, anyone who does not believe.
Non-believer.
There you go.
52 minutes after the top of the hour, heavy conversations. It's hard to, the way you talk to, the gentleman you talk to, you could tell. It's just too much. Everything they're doing to innocent people, it's so much.
Yeah, man. So that's a beautiful video. I ain't gonna lie. They said a lot in there. They said a lot. They said a lot. Going down to her complaining about how the people think it's fake. Well, because Negro, it is. A nigga, it is. You know what I'm saying? It is. To lead to what? Real events, real results. Continuing at Matthew 24. And that's what you see. Nation is rising against nation and the kingdom against kingdom. And there should be famines, pestilence, earthquakes in diverse places. All these are beginning of sorrows. Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted. And should kill you, and you shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. Right? We read that. 12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. And that's what you saw with this purge situation, man. It says, for then shall be great tribulation, Jacob's trouble, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, never will be. You see? And except those days shall be short, and there shall no flesh be saved. but for the elect's sake, those days should be shortened. You see? This is beautiful, man. It is beautiful right here. So yeah, man, I wasn't trying to do too much with that, but yeah, the point is that, yeah, let's get ready, man. We getting closer and closer to you know what I'm saying, we're getting closer and closer to the Lord you know, making his entrance. So the props are more visible on the stage, man. You know what I'm saying? Who playing what character? You know what I'm saying? Who the characters are. All the characters have been seen in this movie. You know how sometimes one character might come up later. Yeah, we're already past all that. We're seeing all the characters in this movie. We've seen it. Shit, we've been seeing it from the foundations of the earth. John saw it. All the prophets saw it. That's why we're able to read it and we're able to link it. Okay, this is talking about them. We've been seeing this, man. So, Lord willing, this was edifying, man. You know, I just flowing through the spirit. And, it's like, hold on, somebody outside my shit. Just flowing through the spirit, man. You know, this is a good video. You see the brother's page, Arrows of Indignation 144. Check that out again. You know what I'm saying? Check that out again. And you know, we getting close, man. We getting close, y'all. You know what I'm saying? But we still have a few more prophecies to take place. We still have, you know, the persecution, the being for judgment, you know, being put in prison houses, and you know, being, you know, all that, man, right? Being pilgrims on the move, you know, all that, man. We have a lot, not a lot, but a major prophecies still have to come to pass, man. So, Lord willing is edifying. The props are visible now. All the prophecies is being revealed. Okay. I guess we could close with this. 2nd Esdras 63. Behold, O Lord, now hast thou showed me the multitude of the wonders. See, we've seen these things. The prophets, we are the prophets, subject to the prophets. We are those same spirits, Lord willing. I'm a part of that house of David, which thou will begin to do in the last times. Right? So all these things were revealed. That's why we're reading about it and we can link it. But at what time hast thou not showed me? Thou hast not showed me. So these are so what time? Well, we're in those times. And I got one more, Salaki, and we close. 2 Esdras 9:1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. Right? A diligent search, meaning searching, going into different things, watching. And when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time when the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. And this is what we're seeing. The Lord is touching this place. How? Therefore, when there should be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. For as all that is made in the world have a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. Even so, the times of the highest have plain beginnings and wonders and powerful works, and endings and effects and signs. There you have it, man. You see? So the signs are manifesting themselves. The prophecies are coming to pass. We just read it. And that we're seeing it. He started a video off with protests. This is an uproar of the people, man. Turning it against the governments and so forth, man. You get what I'm saying? So that it was declared from the beginning, this end, and I forgot the point, but let me just close with this. Jeremiah 30 and 23. We could read 23. Behold, the whirlwind of the Lord go forth with fury, a continual whirlwind. It shall fall with pain upon the head of the wicked. And this is part of that pain, the birth pains, right? The pulsatingness of this child being born, man. About to get ready to be born, which is Israel. You know? New bodies. We're going to receive new bodies. When you receive a new body in your incarnation, that's being born again. So Same thing is about to get ready to happen. You know what I'm saying? We're about to be ready. The child's about to be ready to be born. We're going to have new bodies. Our spirit's going to be in a different set of shells. Damn, y'all. 24. The fierce anger of Yahawashi shall not return until he have done it, and until he have performed the intents of his heart. In his heart in the latter days, you shall consider it. See what that word go to. I forgot what it means, but it's Jeremiah 30, last verse. Right. Understand. You see? Discern. To observe. Mark. Give heed to. So all these things, the Lord is about to perform the intents of his heart. These things are what the Lord mean. The stuff that's happening on the earth in the latter days. What? Ye shall what? Discern it. So now we're able to say, okay, yes, we're at the end. Yes, Yahawashi is about to return. Yes, Esau's about to go down. His kingdom's going. This is happening. Another prop is what? The financial system. I mentioned the MOTB, but you also got to talk about its structure. The financial system itself. It's so much you could go into. So Lord, when it's edifying, man, I want to give all honor, glory, infinite praise, and worship to again Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, HAQADASH. Double honors again to our apostle. It was a great millstone, rule well, teacher on sound doctrine, and strong shalom to the hopeful elect and the rest of the large multitude of men, women, children that the Lord have mercy on these last days. Until next time, wapla babor, ababa DTA, soon. Shalom.